Motherfucker.
Hey, what's up, Rob? All right, what we got going on today? Not a, not a great start. Amazon down a little bit, Tesla down a little bit more. GBTC and Net leading the lowers today. Nothing super substantial. Market down about 1/3%. We did end up closing higher yesterday, which was nice. Morning, Andrew. Or very late afternoon. So fun up almost 10%. And still not giving us data. Or good night, either way. One of the two or three or four. Whatever time of day it is, good that. Foot Locker looking pretty interesting. They had earnings a couple days ago. Hmm. That actually could be a potential if we see an actual retail come back. A lot of good pocket pivots over the past little bit here. We got one right there. There's earnings. Obviously, we came down. Quite a bit of sell side volume there. And yeah, today trying to go for it. Let's add that to the actionable list. It's actually in a pretty good little spot right there. I win Soxel up here today. Soxel is not giving up anything. Trying to catch AMD in the wild here. It's kind of difficult. Catch Amazon instead. So we did end up kind of with a doji on Amazon yesterday. That's not super great. Jeremy's video. What do you mean? What I miss? I feel like I missed something. Let's take a look at AMD. Yeah, I think AMD just needs a little bit more sideways movement here. At least that's what it kind of was showing me yesterday. Volume's a little bit lower, so it could have less meaning to it, but I guess I was just looking for some more immediate moves out of AMD. We do still have 20-day support, so that's a good thing. Excuse me. Check out Tesla this morning, down under 1%. Looks like we're trying to bounce back. Amazon was also trying to bounce back. AMD was trying to bounce back. So a little bit of spare 100K, Andrew. Go look in the couch cushions. That's where your spare 100K is. Come on. All right, trade desk starting looking nice and tight. Well, that's why you're here, Andrew. I'll give you the real investment advice other people won't tell you. Oh, well, who's Jeremy? Has he got a big following? You'd probably be sleeping, Andrew. Really? Financial Education's got 500,000 subscribers? Let me look it up. I could use 500,000 subscribers. I'm not cool enough, though. Let's go see. Is it a spoof channel or is it an actual, looks like just a, wow. Damn, that's a lot of subscribers. Oh, he's got drop shipping. Really? He's got 500,000 subscribers? It goes that deep? Why the hell aren't I more popular then? No. I guess I don't have the shillet face. Oh, cool. Good for him. I'm actually going to do a lot more stuff like this. Not, yeah, maybe I just got to be more fun about it. I'm just not that fun. So it's blurry. Is that for real? Okay. Well, I guess I should make more videos or something. Yeah, I guess I'm just not that funny. I got to get my funny out. Too old. We'll see. We'll see. All right, Marco looks like it's attempting a bounce back. I am pretty funny sometimes. I just got to keep it up. Yeah, show a little bit more to the younger crowd watching YouTube. All right, NIO. I was actually eyeballing this trade yesterday at the close and I missed it. See if there's still a trade on it today. Not too bad. 1644 highs. Facebook. I do like that Footlocker chart though. What was his did you watch the video? What was his fundamental analysis on it? So he does fundamentals and he's funny. That's cool. I'm not mad at fundamental analysis as long as you make money on it. Rocket. Oh, that's another one I was thinking about yesterday. I actually had a pretty good close. Yeah, didn't we take a measured move on Rocket? Yeah, fair enough. The question is, can you make technical analysis funny? Because that's pretty much what I do. I can do fundamental analysis, but 36. Oh my goodness. So from 27 to 36, which is a relatively large move, 30%, the options only give 70%, which is, eek, that is a lot of premium built into that thing. I ain't touching that. All right, Starbucks with a gap. Long-term turnaround play on the table here, ladies and gentlemen. I do not have a trade lined up for Starbucks. How about getting back to 100 Starbucks? Let's just say 95 for good measure. Not too bad. I'm gonna watch that one. Let's take this AMD trade off. Yep, that one's gone. Amazon. That one's gone. That's the one I took. Let's look at this NIO trade I was eyeballing yesterday. All right, so it looks like we were looking at a 11.20 $14 call. And yeah, a lot of a lot of bite got taken out of that. Holy crap. It was a 242% trade. Now it's a 163% trade. Jeesh. Still a good trade, but it's a great trade yesterday. Um, I guess I could still take it. I get a shorter time horizon. Where's my target up here at 24? That's not too bad. All right, let's do that one. Line it up, see what happens. Hmm. Yeah, please don't do that, Andrew. I like you too much. Let's not do that. Yeah, let's do that instead. That'll work. Good God, man, I have to buy a lot of these. Yeah, that's probably not a bad part of advice there, Rob. If it goes to 900, I don't know for maybe after the split we'll get to 900. We're already gonna split and get to 500. So, but yeah, probably not on the way down this side of the split. Oh, that's just way too many. I have to buy like 100 of these things. Ugh, that's way too little. Eh, that's super little. Looking at October 16th. I guess I can do a couple hundred shares. Lots of open interest. It's gonna be the most commission I pay all year if I do this trade. Yeah, $100 commission. How the hell? Andrew, you don't do anything. It just splits for you. Hey, what's up, Ellie? This NIO trade is. Yeah, well, I missed my entry yesterday, and I kind of forgot about it for the opening bit, so I missed the pop. But yeah, it's gonna be $100 commission, which kind of, I don't know, is eating me the wrong way. I guess in the bigger picture it doesn't mean much. Gotcha. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I didn't do that. See, it was a better play than NIO. I don't know. I really like this right now. So this starts to take off here. You've got a nice. It's pretty risky though. All right, Tesla's positive, or oh yeah, it's still positive. AMD's trying to go positive. Amazon's still stuck negative. Quite a few down here. GBTC negative. Trade Desk negative. Yeah, a little bit, Ellie. Hmm. All right, so it's pretty good except for that earnings day and that pocket pivot yesterday potentially. Yeah, it's been doing okay. Yeah, it's been moving its way up. The lows have been moving up, which is good. I actually seen quite a few pocket pivots in here. Outside of this one red day, it's all been pops of green, which is nice. Which is nice. But yeah, it'd have to be a longer term play. Really, a vaccine's gonna have to be out, I think, for this thing to get going. And even then, it'll probably take probably take a while for people to really have confidence in traveling to book their plans and stuff like that. So it's a I think it's a longer term play. More the majority of people you talk to don't care about a vaccine. Well, some a lot of people are going to. Well, just let the numbers speak for themselves. I mean, I don't know anything. All right, how you doing, Amazon? How you doing, Amazon? Why are we debating the effectiveness of vaccines again? I'm talking about stocks. Vaccine is confidence. I mean, look at the flu. Look at the flu shot. It's obviously not a one-shot solution, but it's something. And you put something in front of people instead of nothing, and they'll feel better. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's going to cure COVID forever. I'm just simply saying that for everyone to start going back to what was normal life, a vaccine. That's all. And that's likely when travel's going to get super healthy again. All right, let's check out NIO. Still holding super strong up here. Very nice action. Leading the top of the charts today. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, look, if you want to buy it and you have that longish term time horizon, that's fine with me. You just have to have that. You just have to have that time horizon. That's all. I mean, all these trades. You got UAL. You got NCLH, which is one of the most horrible stock symbols of all time. Um, all these guys. Boeing's probably even included in that. Maybe even Boeing may have a longer road back, considering the fact that airlines buy planes from it, and the airlines are not going to be in a good financial condition for a while. That's all I'm saying. Actually, at least Starbucks is looking pretty scrumdiddlyumptious here. Look at that. Look at Starbucks, baby. Long-term turnaround play from what decimated my account last year, and now maybe back with another cup right there. That's actually looking pretty good. Volume declining in the handle. Volume's pretty low compared to I guess even yeah, volume's looking pretty tight down here. I never did finish looking at that Starbucks trade. Or did I? Yeah, I did. It was pretty good. Wasn't great. It's gonna have to run back pretty quick for that to work. It's not a bad chart though. And also we're after earnings, right? Yeah, earnings was here a couple of weeks back. So Starbucks has clear skies ahead. All the moving averages converging right here. Of course, they were also converging over here last time we dumped. Our volume today is pretty good. Or is it really good? 2 million versus 5 million yesterday. Yeah, we're already at really good volume for Starbucks. This is actually looking pretty good. 95. Yeah, 95. But the plays for the end of the year here. Basically that would be the play. That's a pretty nice cup right there. See how deep it is. 15% deep. Cool. It's actually a flat base. Not as many pocket pivots as we've seen, but pretty good. 200, 10, 20, 50. So they're lined up. They're pretty much lined up to go. We can just keep going on a trajectory and Starbucks should be okay. All the moving averages, they don't even have to move right now. A bearish reversal. Oh, Andrew, it's so cute. You trying to throw terms out. Oh, it's early in the morning. Actually, no, that looks like a cup. So let me show. Okay, so let me show you what I see. So this is the coronavirus bottom. I'm kind of looking at it like this. That's the chart that I'm seeing in my head. I'm just playing with you, man. So here's your uptrend, and then when you start to pause, this actually looks pretty round, and that's what's called a cup. Now a breakout buy point for a cup is actually at the prior high here at about 83.65, and then this goes on to form a handle, which this may have already formed a handle right here. You actually end up with a cup and a handle. So this could be the handle, and we're trying to break out from it actually today with that volume because volume is really good. So we're already 30 minutes in with half as much volume as yesterday. So that's not too bad. I kind of like this chart, like right here. I'm just gonna sit on this for a little bit, but this is looking pretty good. I may take this trade later today, which means a little more profit's gonna be evaporating, but I guess I could layer in. Yeah, technically the handle should show up on the weekly. It's like the first red week in the handle range, which even on the weekly it kind of looks like that. So there's really good potential here I think for Starbucks to make a larger move. Let's take a look at NIO. All right, NIO's popped up. Darn it, never took the fucking trade. Of course, always pops up when I walk away. Right? Goodbye, my friend. I guess do I take NIO or Starbucks? That's the question. I don't know. NIO is moving. I may as well just take NIO. I can't take them both. I don't have enough cash. Eek. All right, I just took NIO so it can reverse now. Yeah, it's not even worth it for me to take both, to be honest. I've got a little bit of cash left, but it's not that much. The hell was that? Hold on a minute. I gotta go explore my house. All right. All right. So there we go. NAO sold off. Sounds about right. Soxel. Now Starbucks can start going because I don't have enough money to buy it. Because I can buy a little bit, but yeah. All right. So what else we got? I think Starbucks does look pretty good here. Here we'll highlight Starbucks. MongoDB's looking pretty good. Pays. Got to unhighlight that. AVTR. Breaking down to all-time highs. Taking a sweet ass time though. MJ looks horrible. Okta. Okta looks okay. Net. We can take Okta off of. We can unhighlight Okta. DocuSign seems to be finding support at the 50 again. That was the trade I probably should have taken right there. That actually looks pretty good. Got some nice 10-week support here. That's not too bad. What do we got? All right, net. How's net doing? Not too bad. Undercutting a little bit. Nothing crazy. AMD still resting a little bit. Microsoft can't be too mad at Microsoft either. You know, the whole world still needs computers apparently. I'm trying to go computerless here at the household, so everyone watch tomorrow for my computerless stream. I don't think that's going to work out very well. Yeah, that does look pretty good. Just riding that frickin' 10-week all the way up. Yes, it's going to be Throwback Thursday, so I'm going to be streaming from a newspaper. Full now, I still want some modern creature comfort, so we'll just go with newspaper. That's good. Yeah, Microsoft does look pretty tight right here. They're very toy like a toyga. It does have Wi-Fi, Andrew. It does have Wi-Fi. It's pretty garbage technology, though, to be honest with you. And I was still going up or down. The direction matters, Ellie. I don't know, never even looked at Microsoft options. I bet you it's pretty tight spreads. Yeah, that's tight spreads. Actually, I got two Chromebooks from the school for my kids because they're doing school from home. They're okay. The newer one's way better than the older one by like miles. All right, let's take a look at a Microsoft. Yeah, because it's getting pretty tight here too. Okay, so another little tight consolidation on a little run up. Maybe we'll start to run up and we get up here at 247 by 10.5. Let's try that. Wow, that's aggressive. Holy crap. 300% on the table. 194, a little less risky. But if the market's going to go on another leg up, that's that measured move right there from this last kind of consolidation, moving on up into that. That doesn't seem too bad. Ellie, you've got the best moods. Trump quote for the day, 665. Oh, 50 sent me 50 Satoshi sent me to, Trump's campaign whatever. Is it? Fighting for you Trump's second agenda terms. Did I say 50 cent or 50 Satoshi? She's calling 50 sat. 50 cents still more than 50 Satoshi. Is it? How much is one Satoshi worth? Let's Google it. Wow, it's still worth less than a penny. So 100 Satoshis is barely over a penny. 90 Satoshis would be a penny. So yeah, 100 millions, one Bitcoin. Yeah, my mind don't work that way. Then I gotta reduce 8 decimal places, and that just hurts my head. Very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, Microsoft. I mean, that looks pretty good. If you think it's going to go on an immediate run if the market reverses higher here, that's a super good trade right there. If that's the thing to do. Yeah, not too bad on other time frames though. AMD's come back. Looks like we're up. Oh, we were just slightly positive on AMD. Starbucks doing pretty good. NIO. Let's go check NIO. Make sure that. So it's kind of going up, stalling at highs. Looks like at least a little bit. Yeah, I bought too freaking late on that one. Can't get them all right. Starbucks. Still like Starbucks. Think Google's a good trade? I haven't traded Google in a long time. Oh yeah, it's already breaking out. I guess it just keeps on that same trajectory or something. The problem, Google just never really has any really good runs. Yeah, it's really hard to. Every time I look at the Google chart, I'm like, I can't put any money at risk in this thing. It's like flat to up, but like, how am I supposed to time that this is when it moves? It makes no sense. It'd have to be a long hodl. I don't see an easy way to try. I've never really looked at it. All right, later, Andrew. Yeah, I don't even look at it. If you notice, it's not even on my radar. We've looked at this thing like 4 times, probably when it's been in the news. Nice cup and handle there though, but see, even then it does basically nothing for a month, a month and a half, and then it pops 6%. On their phone sales. Why would they? The law of large numbers, Ellie. If you look at the phone sales in comparison to Google's business, it's not night and day. If they took an Apple approach to their phone, I think it'd be a lot more successful. But they don't. They take the open source approach. So it is what it is. Even if they got a good phone, I think you were saying they did have a good phone. I believe you on that. But compared to their core business, it's not even a. All right, well, I'll leave you to it then, because I don't even think the perception is going to be that good, to be honest. That's my Google's just never really like. You can go back on the weekly chart. This thing has just been. You've had very limited opportunities to have good upward movements in this chart. There's one. I mean, 2009. That was about it. It's been just super choppy. It's been moving in the right direction over time, but yeah, it's not for me. All right, Amazon stuck down here, not moving quite yet. Still holding up above pretty much everything though, so oops. I think my option on Amazon expires in November, so I'm pretty good to go. Tesla's starting to point a little bit in the wrong direction. Just trying to decide if I want to exit or not. Likely not. All right, 0.37 down for the NASDAQ. Nice stalling candle yesterday. UEL reversed handily. GBTC down 5%. What's Bitcoin doing? Ooh, distribution day, son. So much for inverted head and shoulders. Actually, that's kind of right in our area for Bitcoin. Oh, that's a link. Bitcoin's already blew through it. Yeah. Bitcoin's already blew through it. Took out that low from yesterday too. Did I see alerts go off? I'm not sure if I saw alerts go off. No, no alerts. Where's my... Oh, there it is. All right, as it popped up a little bit, GBTC taking it on the chin this morning. All right, Tesla bouncing back a little bit. Up, NAO up again, 8%. Yay, I'm up 6%. And Starbucks stalling a little bit. All right, AMD bouncing back. That's looking good on AMD. How much do I decide what to trade crypto versus what you have in retirement? Well, they basically I don't invest more money in them. They have what they have and I do what I do. And that's it. And that's it. If you're a trader, a decent trader, I don't see why you should be adding more money, more cash. That's at least my viewpoint on it. Or I should say my personal action plan is that I don't add more money. If I can't take an account and double it in a reasonable amount of time, you know, then I still have more learning to do. That's basically it. So, all right, NASDAQ 0.1% down. So we're doing better here. Oh, shoot. Trash day. I got to take trash out today. 10 to 15% income per year if you're not a trader. Yeah, no, I do like that. I subscribe to that. Um, for most normals, if you're a normie, if you're not a normie, if you're trying to outperform the market, I mean, come on, Rob. What's your TQQQ up so far? How much percentage? How many hundreds? Quite a bit. So extrapolate that over the next 10 years. Why the fuck does a little bit of cash matter? It doesn't. It doesn't matter at all. But again, the point is that you have to be good at it. You have to be able to take a profit and grow an account. Flat on the NASDAQ. Where are you going? Okay. Bye, cakes. Yeah, so I don't mind that. I mean, when it comes to personal finance, Rob, I really think that, especially if you're going to be trading, if you're going to have any kind of a trader's perspective, um, see, I've lost so much money in the markets over the years, and that didn't make me a better trader. You know what I mean? So, I mean, if you're doing a retirement account and something like that, and you're not doing risk, I think that's fine. I think that's great. You do need to save, but if you're doing risk, um, get good at doing the more risky things first, and then but with really small amounts of capital, and then just really try never to add to that. Because if you're losing even $1,000 a pop, let's say, hi Ethan, what you need? Need help with that? I'm giving this to Charlie. So what you do is you have to kind of pry it up. Yeah, it's kind of hard. There you go. You're welcome. What's up with your hair? Got to get your hair did before school, son. Yes, I mean, so with a cash account, say you start out with like $10,000, and then you're down $5,000, then you're down another $5,000. Why would you put in another $5,000? Yeah, I mean, on the flip side of that, Rob, do you have any debt? I mean, do you have any, you know, yeah, I mean, do you have any debt? Anything you need to pay off? Anything that's a little bit more immediate than retirement? Because if you're able to do 100% a year, Rob, have you even done an investment calculator on 100% a year? It's stupid. Just with like no principal, which is a good one. See, the funny thing is some of these won't let you go over 20% a year. I'm like, you're an idiot. Um, let's just say you do 100% a year, no additional contribution. With $20,000, you've got $20 million over 10 years, doubling your account. Obviously, probably not going to happen, right? But let's say you do 50% a year with no additional capital. That's 1.1. That's still pretty good. You know what I mean? Like it's just so $10,000, 50% a year, $500,000 after 10 years. So now let's say you add another. Well, if you're starting with 10,000, you do $1,000 a year. It moves up to 689. So that's about a 50% increase, which is great. Don't get me wrong; it's not a bad thing. But so you start with 10K, and then let's say you do monthly. Is this additional contribution monthly? I don't know how that works. Let's do 100 a month, and then 1,000. I'm assuming that's gonna be monthly then. But you can see here it's 94% interest is the end result. And then you extrapolate that out 20 years if you're younger, like me and you, then it's not even a decimal point. So if your rate of return is good enough, and you're right, I don't really draw a regular salary, so that's probably why I don't do that. But let's say you even do 25% a year. I think we can do 25% a year, right? Don't you? 5 million bucks for 10,000 and $1,000. Okay, so 1 million at 10,000, 25%. I think that's $1,000 every year, starting with 10,000. So I mean, it's just yeah. I mean, for the first, I guess yeah, when you're building up your account and still learning, that's fine. But like for me, I haven't put in another dime into either of my accounts, and my stocks account's done better than my crypto account due to options and stuff. But I mean, it's yeah. I've 10x'd my retirement account at this stage of the game over 3 years. So I don't know what that is on an annual return, but that's a lot. And I'm not anticipating, going up that much. Dude, 25% gets you far, gets you super far. So let's do. So how old are you, Rob? Let's say. I mean, calculator.net. I mean, throw some real numbers in here. I mean, I don't want you to, tell me how much money you got or whatever, but oh, I can't do that. I can't send you the link. It's too many characters. Oh, I can take out the www maybe. That still won't be enough. Hi, Ethan. You can do your painting. Okay, if I take this off, you have to be super careful. Why don't you bring your little tray? Oh, then don't do that. You're 35. Oh yeah, you got plenty of time. So for retirement, you got like 40 years. Rob, you're gonna be the richest person on the planet. I'll be right back. Yes, Rob will be the richest. Well, he'll be the richest person. All right, I'm back. Oh, 52. Okay. So what do you? Well, if we're talking real numbers, like what are we putting in there? Like $1,000 a year, 100 a week. So that's 5,200 a year. Yeah, $200 million at 25%. I mean, so look, the way I look at it is if we're good with our market timing, if we're good with our positions, if we're, if we manage things appropriately, if we get a quarter of that, if we get a tenth of that, if we get 1% of what we're capable of doing, you're still at 2 million bucks. You know what I mean? And that's obviously in a retirement account. Um, so I mean, it's a long term game. You know, I'd rather end up with $100 million in 40 years than blow out at $500,000 next week. I guess I'm thinking about those Lambo people. Try to buy Lambos every week. But I mean, a 25 rate of return is ridiculous. Let's just say you don't do any additional monthly. Still 39 million. That's still super good, and that's with only a 25% rate of return. I mean, who's to say you can't? Who's to say we can't do 35% average? It takes it on a whole other trajectory once you compound over so many years. The funny thing is I put $1,200 in my kids, and if but they're only in the T. I'm not really actively trading their account the same way that I am mine. Maybe at a later date, but even that, if they get 24%, with no additional capital. So say I still do $600 a year, and they do 24%. It's like $1.5 billion. That's funny. I mean, look, that's probably not realistic, but at the same time, could be realistic. Why not? As long as America's still here in 60 years, that's the problem. Talking about all this inflation and printing money and stuff, that's the real risk here, to be honest with you. But anyways, I mean, that's then. We can only do what we can do, and that's what we can do is try to double our money every year, essentially. I don't know how to do it with stocks. I can do it with options. At the end of the day, though, you have to have that kind of bigger perspective. But yeah, 24% with $600. That is a lot of money over 60 years. Take that to 12%. Oh, hold on, I hear crying. All right, we're fine. So yeah, I mean, it's all about taking what the market gives us and all that blah 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 stuff. So market back down 0.2%. Yeah, it's like 7 or 8%, Rob. I mean, yeah. So Go back to that calculator. So I mean, look at the difference. Look at the difference. You've got if you do 7% a year, which is probably likely after fees. I mean, this is pretty bare minimum stuff here. Over 60 years, you'll only have $557,000. It's ridiculous. And then if you take yours, it's 7%, which is horrible. That's not even a million. Like, I don't know how these people are expecting to retire. I would say this is most people right now, if they actually do it, um, and contribute every month and all that stuff. You're still not even at a million. I don't know how you can responsibly even think about retiring. I'm with you about 5 million. I'm shooting for five. I'd love five. Five would be fantastic. But it's seven normal market savings. And see, here's the thing: a lot of them are getting like underperforming funds doing 4%, $400,000. Like it's nothing. It's absolute, and they're not even going to have a paid off house by that time. So they're still going to be making a house payment. They're going to have 200,000 in house debt, and they're going to want to retire with only $400,000. So it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Most people are screwed. You're all screwed out there unless you're actually doing what we're doing or trying to do your own version of what we're doing. Yeah, like you know what sucks about it is look right here, look at the balance and the principal paid. In 10 years they've barely budged. It's 7%. You're putting in way more money capital than you're getting out of the market versus if you're doing, let's say you're doing 25% in 10 years, well, it's just too much money. Um, okay, let's just do 20 years. Maybe we'll be able to see. Okay, let's do 15 years. Yeah, they don't give us figures, but oh, there we go. So your balance is up here. Your principal. Okay, so yeah, your interest crosses your principal at about year 7 on this plan. That sounds about right. But with 15%, if you do 25%, it like crosses it within a few years. It doesn't even show on the graph, right? So if you do 35 years at go back to 7, you're crossing at like year 19 or 18, which is, I mean, it's good, but it's not good. You know what I mean? It's kind of like my solar panels. I wasn't buying solar when the payoff was over here, but I bought solar when the payoff was down here, you know? So, yeah, I got to pay attention to that kind of stuff. All right, Nasdaq. I'm going to get out of here in a little bit, guys. NIL looks like it's doing okay. We got Starbucks here, still doing good. So it would technically be worth paying fees to pull 401k. I should have done it in March. What do you mean? Well, I guess it depends on how many fees. You see, you can invest, so that 7% would be an index fund. And I don't know how many fees they are, or what they are, but hell yeah. Dude, just going on the TQQQ strategy. That just on that alone, you're looking at, you know, doubling those funds. AMD 0.73. Nice. No, you don't have to pay taxes, Rob. You can move it over to an in-kind IRA. If you want to do a Roth, that's up to you. But I mean, in reality, I mean, I don't know how much you make a year, but the taxes probably won't be that much. If it's 5 grand, it won't be that much. So, I mean, let's just say you're in a 25%. Yeah, you can switch it to a traditional, but then all your gains will be taxed when you withdraw them. So if you can pay the taxes on the Roth, I would definitely do that. Yeah, so just call it good for 2020 and then save the money, save the 6 grand for 2021 and then go spend the rest of it. Or whatever, or put it in a more traditional IRA or something else. Okay, all right, I'll be there in a second. All right, guys, well, I'm gonna get out of here. Both kids are up there bugging me. Wife has physical therapy, and all right, so NIO looks like it's going pretty good. We're gonna go for a breakout here probably, and I think Starbucks is looking coiling here really nicely on the smaller term time frame. That looks pretty good. So, all right, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.